Good morning and welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. I am so excited to be joined by Morgan Spurlock and Otto Bell, that are the producer and director of The Eagle Huntress, featured in the Sundance Kids selection. Welcome to the show, gentlemen. How are you this morning?
Thank you.
It's an absolute pleasure to have you here. I am so thrilled about this film. And gosh, even just recently, you've had some pretty big news. Daisy Ridley signed on as an executive producer of the film. This is insane. Sia is going to be singing a song for the film that will be featured. I mean, this is rolling and rolling. It's so exciting. So let's set the stage first. We are going to be having Ashel Pan, the focus of this film, joining us in a second segment. But before we get to that, we want you guys to set the stage of how you even came across this story in the first place. Otto, there's a photographer that was visiting Mongolia.
That's right.
And he captured this brilliant image. What was it?
His name's Asher Svidinsky, young Israeli guy. I saw the photo the day it came out on the BBC, on their website, and was struck by it immediately. Immediately felt there was a film right behind the still image. So I called him up, and we jumped on a plane, and very quickly we were out there together, starting the film.
Wow.
Yeah.
Morgan, when did you come on board? When were you like, I need to be a part of this?
I met with Otto. A friend of ours said, a friend of mine is working on a film. You want to look at it and see what you think? And he came to the office and showed me like 10 minutes of stuff they put together, 10 minutes of footage they put together of his first trip to Mongolia. And I was blown away. It was like one of the most beautiful, one of the most compelling, one of the most intriguing, and it's one of those things like you find it's so original. Like you've never seen anything like this. You've never seen landscape like this. You feel like you're watching a movie on the moon. And I was so I'm just getting chills thinking about it. Is that I was like, I have to, whatever you need, I will help you with. And it was I was in.
It was a great day, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, it was very nice.
Set the stage for us in terms of what this film is really seeking to share with a broader audience that has never seen something like this in their lives.
Well, it certainly has a sort of message around female empowerment. We didn't want to hit people over the head with that, though. I think it bubbles up quite naturally to the top. It's something that you feel. You know, you're going to meet her. She's a real badass, but she's also very feminine. And she's not a victim, I think, most importantly. She's just a young girl, a woman flourishing in a man's world.
Who wasn't afraid to chase her dreams.
Yeah.
You know, and the other thing was, and had a family, had a mother and a father who were there to help her and support her while she went after this thing she wanted, which is remarkable.
Yeah. So let's discuss the culture that this focuses on, the society in which this young lady is being raised in. There are eagle hunters have existed there for 2,000 years.
Yeah.
Is that it?
More than that.
That's kind of her background.
Before the days of Genghis Khan.
Wow.
So
and where does she come into the story?
Well, it's one of the most. It is the most remote part of the least populated country in the world.
Wow.
So with that isolation comes a certain kind of ignorance about about the role of women, about what they can and can't do. It also leads to this kind of exquisite preservation, though, of their cultural traditions. But like I say, it's a double-edged sword. It also has a certain, you know, women are seen as too fragile, too weak to take on this ancient tradition, and she's just entirely bucking that trend. I mean, she's changing history. Literally the first woman in she's 13, but she's the first woman in 2,000 years of male-dominated history to ever take up this tradition.
Well, we are going to meet her right after this break. She has arrived, so we'll be right back after this commercial. Stay tuned for more on The Eagle Huntress.